Steven Universe went there. Lars died and came back to life. Now the question is, how much has he changed? We all know that his hair is magic, connected to the pocket dimension shared with Lion. And now we know that Lion at some point was a regular lion who died and came back to life due to Rose healing him. But does this mean that Lars shares all of Lion's abilities? And does he have a few of his own? And how does this impact his future character arc? Will he remain a character or just stay a plot device? Let's talk about all that today on Crystal Clear. But first, I have some awesome Patreon supporters who pledged $50 our diamond tier, which means I get to pimp them out on this channel. First off, we have Nicholas Yuko. With new videos every Friday, you can join Nicholas and his friends and family as he engages in fun stuff such as try not to laugh challenges, would you rathers, nephew tags, and so much more. You can also follow him on Twitter at Aloha Nick with 2Ks. I've already subscribed and watched a few videos, and now I really want astronaut ice cream. Next up is Connor Scott, and love the aquamarine profile pic. While Connor's getting his start on YouTube, his first video is quite a humorous one, as the Steven Universe episode stuck together, but Aquamarine isn't allowed to make any sounds. I love it. You can also find him on Twitter at Connor Scotty. Last but not least is CartelXO. This is actually his second time pledging for the diamond tier, so this is second shout out, and his channel has grown in content since then. He participates in a lot of maps, multi-animated projects, and even has a few theories up. Definitely check him out. It's very important we support our young independent creators. Links to all their channels and social media in the description, and if you want a shout out for next month, consider supporting us on Patreon and pledge to our diamond tier. Our diamond tier gets you a shout out every month you're pledged to it, and we're working on things to make it bigger and better, such as a Patreon exclusive Discord server with movie nights and coupon codes for our Teespring store. The higher the tier, the higher the discount. With all that said, let's return to Crystal Clear. When Lars got resurrected and transformed into that of a pink being, a lot of assumptions can be made. We can infer that he shares a lot, if not all, of Lion's abilities. And he might be immortal now, but I'll get to that in a second. I don't think that when it comes to powers, Lars should be an exact carbon copy of Lion. And I hope Lars turning pink serves as a bigger purpose than just having a portal between Earth and Homeworld. Up until that moment, Lars' arc had huge development. I don't want to see that go to waste. Only time can really tell. And I do have a few ideas I'm going to share in this video, how Lars can still grow as a character, especially now that he's pink. And I don't think he's going to learn all of his powers on Homeworld. I can see there being an episode on 2 on Earth where he trains and stumbles across even more powers. Maybe even powers Lion doesn't have. So first off, what are the abilities we know Lars has? Well, similar with Lion, Lars has Dimensiokinesis. Like Lion, he can manipulate dimensions with relative ease, and we know he at least has one subcategory of this ability, the pocket dimension. Just like Lion, Lars has a pocket dimension inside of his hair. His hair is a portal to another dimension where Steven can store things. Lars' other confirmed ability is supernatural stamina. From the time he was kidnapped by Topaz all the way to his revival, Lars has not eaten in days, yet he's not hungry afterwards. Steven also knows that his heart rate was extremely slow, and a lot of people are calling Lars and Lion pink zombies, but I don't know if he would call them that. But since their heart is beating extremely slow, does that really mean Lion and Lars can age? Or does it mean they just age extremely slow? And that some way, somehow, Lars' heart would have to start beating at a normal rate in order for him to start aging again, or at least aging properly. But what other abilities do possibly Lion and Lars share? Well, going back to Dimensiokinesis, Lion has portal creation and manipulation. His roar can open up pink portals, connecting 2 non-adjacent areas. We can see that he can go all over the Earth, but can even go to the moon, although the moon takes a lot of his energy, which is why it's not likely that Lion can make it all the way to Homeworld. And for Lars, if he does have this ability, it's not like he can go back to Earth. If a Lion can't make it, I don't see why Lars could make it, but at the same time, they are 2 different beings. So perhaps the rules are different for Lars. I do believe Lars has this ability because he's been shown screaming a lot in the series, especially in the new Lars. While Lars has always been a very zany character, the plot Steven Universe has been thought out for a long time. Not every single detail, but I feel like Lars becoming pink may be there in the outline somewhere. So with that knowledge in mind, Lars' screams could have been planting the seeds for his transformation and the ability to open up portals just like Lion. Lars can also create portals within portals to speed up his travels, and maybe Lars can do that, but I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. I think that's a maybe for Lars. It's definitely something he can master in the future, but he may have to get in shape for it. Well, if that's even possible since now he's magic. But I digress. Let's move on to the concussive roar. Lion has a loud, powerful roar that sends pink rings to destroy and knock down structures. We've seen this in many episodes and in many action sequences. Again, I can see Lars shrieking and getting the exact same effect, but this is where I think they should mix it up a little bit. Have Lars emit pink rings just like Lion, but instead of it being a roar, maybe he can express it through kicks, clapping his hand, punching, anything really. Maybe he can form his fingers in the shape of a gun and then fire. That'd be pretty neat. It works with Lion because he's a lion. Lions roar, and it's kind of badass, but Lars, he's human. And yes, Steven Universe heavily relies on comedy, but I feel like Lars screaming would get very old really fast. The thought of him just screaming and yelling every time he has to do an ability is kind of annoying. Lion's final ability that I think Lars probably does share is walking on water. Lion can of course walk on water. He can run on water. And this isn't the ability exclusive to Lion. Lapis, Opal, Pearl, they all share it. So I don't see this being the rollout possibility for Lars at all. It's not even something he has to master. I can totally see him doing that on accident and then just rolling with it. Any other abilities I can see Lars possessing, or at least would like him to have, to differentiate himself more from Lion, is perhaps he can inherit some of Steven's abilities and some original ones that are based off of Lion's. For example, Super Strength. Steven has it, Rose had it, and if Lars is magic now, I think he should have it too. We never really able to gauge if Lion has super strength, since his combat never really called for it. But Lars is human, he's not gonna be on all fours. If he's in battle, he's gonna be running, he's gonna be mobile, and he's gonna have to be able to get himself out of tough situations and be on the offense. So super strength just seems like something that's necessary. Also think having some kind of high jump ability would be solid. Maybe he can even incorporate the concussive roar that way, that when Lars jumps, he focuses some energy into his legs, his feet, and it causes him to go flying. Kind of like flow motion from Kingdom Hearts. He could have the pink glow and everything. That actually reminds me, is Lars just like Lion gonna go into the Avatar state with glowing white eyes? I sure hope so. They can really make Lars a badass here. Now here's something that I really don't understand. Lion and assumably Lars have all these abilities that Rose and Steven don't have. Yet they're the reasons they got those powers. I can understand the pocket dimension, but opening up portals? Walking on water? I can understand the super stamina thing since assumably Steven and Rose both have that. I just don't get how one being can get these abilities that they don't even have themselves. Or maybe they do. And it just makes me think, if Rose is this overpowered, how powerful was Pink Diamond? These are the many secrets I'm dying for the show to unravel. The last thing I want to touch on is Lars coming back to Earth. Assuming he does, how's his interactions with everyone going to change? With Sadie? His parents? Well, I think I already have a pretty good idea, and it's nothing you couldn't see coming. Lars is already very insecure about his masculinity among other things. So now that he's pink, a color usually portrayed to be feminine, although I like to rock my pink shirts. But I feel like that's gonna give him even more issues, especially now that he has all these powers, he's gonna feel even more out of place, even more insecure. His parents will definitely be freaked out, and I can see Sadie being a little bit startled, but ultimately, all three of them are going to accept him, and I still see Sadie being into him and still wanting to be with him no matter what. Because Sadie's awesome, and she's one of the best characters in the entire series. As for the cool kids, Lars is going to be terrified to hang out with them, for them to even see him. I can already see him hiding and making a big deal out of everything. And as a lot of you guys probably already know where this is going, they're going to think he's cooler than before. They're definitely going to want to hang out with him now. They've already wanted to hang out with him in the past, but now? They're not going to be able to get enough of him. And of course, Lars is going to try to push them away, push everyone away, and then realize, wait, you guys don't think I'm some sort of freak? And then Buck will probably be like, nah man, you're cool. You're pink. That's my favorite color. And then Sour Cream will probably be like, and you have that cool scar. And that's how Lars learns to love himself. It's also going to be very weird seeing him in a big donut and a big donut uniform, but he's pink now. Like, just seeing Lars, because if he comes back to Earth, he's going to change his clothing eventually. I don't see that ripped up foreshadowing shirt lasting forever. I'm really interested in seeing the future of Lars and the direction the show's going to take him in. And I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think is going to happen to Lars, and what powers do you think he possesses? Let's get a discussion going in the comment section down below. I'm really excited to see what you guys think about this one. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. Follow us on social media. And if you're feeling generous, support us on Patreon. And you can even head by the Roundtable store in Teespring if you want to rep the Roundtable. Links to everything in the description. Ostrich Vox, signing out. This video has been powered by Patreon. If you want to give us some more support, head to patreon.com/roundtablevids, become a patron, and get some awesome perks. Thanks for watching another video on the Roundtable. If you want to get more involved with our community and watch videos from Let's Talk with Tom, Voxbox, and more, click the video right here. Or if you want to get some more of the animation goodness, watch some Crystal Clear or Meaning Monday, click the video right here. And please, don't forget to subscribe.